You're posting every single day, you're showing up consistently, you're trying the trending audio, the reels, the carousels, you're doing everything the gurus tell you to do, but you're still getting crickets. I know how annoying that is. But here's the truth nobody wants to hear. Your consistency isn't the problem, your strategy is, or more accurately, your lack of one. Today, I'm breaking down the strategic mistakes that are killing your social media results and what you need to do instead. Let's get into it. Hey, I'm Temi Tokwe, but you can call me Temi since we're friends now, and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. On this channel, I help founders and solopreneurs turn their social media into a growth tool for their business. Now, if you're tired of wasting time on social media and you actually want to see results, then make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on your post notification because I post new videos every week. Alright, let's talk about why your social media strategy is failing. So here's what I say all the time. A founder comes to me and says, we don't understand what's happening. We're posting every day. We're being consistent. Why are we not getting results from social media? And then I take a look and I see exactly what they're describing. They are indeed posting consistently. Product photos, memes, motivational quotes, another product photo, behind the scenes, rinse and repeat. But here's the thing, consistency does not equal strategy. Think about it this way. If I went to the gym, but I had no workout plan, I wasn't tracking my nutrition, I wasn't measuring progress, and I was just randomly using whatever gym equipment that seemed interesting to me on that day, would I get results? Probably not, right? So that's exactly what's happening with your social media. You are showing up, but you are showing up without direction. You are checking a box instead of building a business asset. So let's break down the actual strategic mistakes that are costing you results. Mistake number one, you're treating social media like a billboard instead of a conversation. Let me scroll through a typical business feed with you. Buy now, 20% off. This is who we are. This is what we do. Our business hours. Check out our latest collection. Do you see the pattern? It's all one-way communication. It's all about you. I call it selfish content, but social media isn't called promotional media. It's called social media for a reason. The platform rewards content that creates conversations, engagement, and community. So here's the shift you need to make. Stop talking about what you sell and start talking about what your customers care about. Answer their questions, solve their problems, share insights they can actually use. For example, if you run a bakery, instead of just posting photos of cupcakes and saying buy now, try posting 3 common mistakes that make homemade cupcakes dry and how to avoid them. See the difference? One is a billboard and the other is valuable, builds trust, and positions you as an expert that they want to buy from. Mistake number 2, you're trying to speak to everyone, which means you're connecting with no one. I ask business owners all the time, who's your target audience? And the answer I get most often is some version of, well, anyone who needs my product. We don't want to exclude anyone. And I get it. It feels like good business sense. Cast a wide net and catch more fish, right? Wrong. Here's actually what happens when your content is generic enough to appeal to everyone. It's specific enough to resonate with no one. Think about it like this. The content that you actually engage with on social media, it's not the vague, generic stuff. It's the content that feels like it was specifically made for you. So if you want your social media to actually work, you need to get crystal clear on who your ideal customer is. Not just demographics or psychographics, but what keeps them awake at night? What are they struggling with? What are their pain points? Just like me, sometimes I see content that solves a problem that I've been thinking about for days. And I'm like, how did this person know that I was dealing with this? Brands like that, I feel that connection with them. And, a lot of times I just feel drawn to buy from them. That's exactly what happens when you speak directly to your ideal customer. So think about what keeps them up at night. What are they struggling with? What language do they use to describe their problem? When you know this, your content becomes a magnet and not a background noise. Now, if you found this video helpful so far, hit that like button. It really helps the algorithm show this video to other business owners who are also struggling with these mistakes. Mistake number 3, you're posting in the dark because you're ignoring your analytics. Real talk. When was the last time you looked at your social media insights? And I don't mean just glancing at your likes. I mean digging into the data. Most business owners just post and hope. They cross their fingers and hope that it performs well. But at the end of the day, hope is not a strategy, right? Your analytics is telling you a story. They are showing you what type of content that your audience actually wants. Which posts are getting saved versus just liked. What time of the day gets the most engagement. Which topics are driving people to your website or DM. This information is gold and you're probably ignoring it. Here's what I want you to do. Look at your top performing posts from the last 90 days. What do they have in common? Topic, format, tone. Now do more of that. Look at your bottom 5 posts. What do they have in common? Do less of that. It sounds simple because it's easy, but simple doesn't mean easy, and most people are not doing it. Mistake number 4, you have no clear measurable goals tied to actual business outcomes. Let me ask you something. What is the purpose of your social media? And before you answer brand awareness or engagement, let me stop you. Those are outputs. I'm asking about outcomes. Are you trying to generate leads? Are you trying to drive traffic to your website? Are you trying to build an email list? Do you want to get more people into your DMs? Because if you don't know what you're trying to achieve, how would you ever know if your social media is working? Here's an example of the shift. Instead of increased engagement, your goal becomes generate 15 qualified leads per month through Instagram DM conversations. See how that's specific, measurable, and tied to revenue? When you have clear goals, everything changes. Your content has purpose, your captions have a strategic call to action, and you can actually measure ROI, which is return on investments, instead of just posting and hoping. Mistake number 5, you're on every platform doing the exact same thing, which tells me you don't understand any of them. Let me guess, you post the same content on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, using a scheduling tool, right? Here's the problem. Each platform has a different audience with different expectations, consuming content in different ways. What works on LinkedIn will absolutely not work on TikTok. For example, I had a client that had a viral video on TikTok. That video was also posted on Instagram as a Reels and did not do half as well as the video did on TikTok. What performs on Instagram might fall flat on Facebook. And more importantly, your ideal customer might not even be on every platform. When you understand who your target audience is, then you need to go to the platform where they hang out. Now, for some people, that might be LinkedIn. If you're a B2B business, then you know you need to be on LinkedIn. If you are more business to customer focused, then you want to think about Instagram or TikTok or Facebook. That also depends on the kind of customers that you're trying to target. If you're trying to target the older generation, they're mostly on Facebook. If you're trying to target the Gen Zs, you find them a lot on TikTok. See what I mean? So here's what I want you to do. Instead of being everywhere, I want you to pick 1 or 2 platforms where your ideal customer actually hangs out and go deep on those. Master the platform, understand the algorithm, create content specifically for how people consume on those platforms. You get way better results by being strategic on 2 platforms than spreading yourself thin across 5 platforms. Mistake number 6, you have no content pillars or frameworks guiding what you post. And this is why your content feels random, because it is. You're literally just posting whatever you think of that day or what you see someone else do. But strategic brands, the ones actually winning on social, they have a framework. They've identified 3 to 5 content pillars, core topics that they consistently talk about that aligns with their business goals and addresses their audience's needs. For example, if you're a fitness coach, your content pillars can be nutrition tips, workout tutorials, mindset and motivations, client success stories, and myth-busting fitness industry BS. Now, every content you create falls into one of those buckets. You are not scrambling for ideas, you're not posting random, you're not doing that. You have a strategic framework that builds trust, showcases expertise, and moves people towards becoming customers. This is the difference between posting and strategy. So let me ask you, which of these mistakes hits close to home? Drop a comment below with the number 1 through to 6 and let's talk about it. Make sure you're subscribed, because next week I'm going to be talking about what exactly a social media strategy is and what it is not, because there's been a lot of misconception about a social media strategy. I'm going to be breaking it down, giving you what exactly it entails. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.